Hello, Lightworkers. Welcome to this session, which is an answer to a question. Deb S. Hello, Deb. Deb was asking a question. Will justice ever be restored in the courts and corruption stopped? Okay, great question. Will it ever come to an end? So this is what the emissaries have just told me, because I've just come out of a session of meditating with them. So they said, yes. First word, yes, this will come to an end. And what they did was they showed me this. And they showed me this yesterday as well. They obviously knew I was going to ask this question. They said that the world has been in the hands of the devil for a long time. Take that as whatever you, if you believe in the devil, super. If you believe that the devil's a metaphor for evil and negative energy, super. It doesn't really matter. This is what they said to me. The world has been in the hands of the devil. What is the only thing that the devil has? There are two things that the devil can give you. Okay? Evil can give you. And to know what they are, all you have to do is go back to when Jesus was 40 days in the wilderness, not eating, not just fasting. And then the devil caught him when he was a bit weak and said, I will give you all of the kingdoms of the world if you just do one act of worship to me. So what was he giving him? Power and money. Power and money. And they're both corrupt. So Jesus fortunately said no. Yeah. But he was one of the few. So what's happened is we've lived in these dark times. Remember, the world was given over to the devil at the beginning. If you believe the story, it was like, you have it, and you do your damnness to make all of these people turn away from me. Just like the story of Job. You know, you do your worst and see whether he turns away from me. See if you can get him to curse me. Okay? That's what the devil's job has been. So everything is based in this old system on power and money, which leads to corruption. Everything. And so the people who have, the shit floats to the top, basically. Where we're going to, the cream is going to float to the top. Okay, because we're on the converse. But in this horrible place that we've been coming through and living, the shit floats to the top. And so all of the people who become somebody important are shit because they've been corrupted by power and by money. Okay? So, where we are going to, there is no place for them. There is no room, there's no resonance for all of that shit. They'll disappear, they'll go off. Yeah? And it always reminds me when I was a kid, we used to have a pipeline that went out to sea, and we used to swim around there, and there was always stuff floating, a lot of stuff, copper bolts floating, copper bolts to the left. We used to swim like that with your mouth closed. Yeah. Anyway, so that they're going, and we're moving to our time. Oh, it's always been our time. But this is the time for goodness and light, and you'll hear me talk about this to answer Vicky's question in a moment about how is it going to be? How is this new era going to be for us? How are we going to manage ourselves? And we're moving into a place of love where corruption, where money and power have no place. Okay, it's all ego-based. It's all about, look at me, this is what I am. Don't tell me what I am because I'm going to show you. You've got to give me, worship me. That's where we're coming from, and we're going to a place where ego is not prevalent, where everything is based on love and cooperation and oneness, and that's going to be beautiful. So yes, they will disappear. Will corruption disappear completely? No, it won't. there will still be corruption. And this is what the emissary said. There's still going to be corruption, but it won't be at the level that we have seen it, where it was all-encompassing. The corruption is going to be with the minority and the people whose job it is to keep the darkness alive, if that makes sense. To keep the yang inside of the yin. That's all. That's their job. They've got to be there. Just as during the dark times, there was lots of goodness. The people who were keeping goodness alive, but they weren't able to be seen because prevalence was darkness, where the prevalence is going to be light. And so basically when you look there, you're going to see light. And every now and again, if you searched, you would find a little bit of badness. But hey, that's their business. That's their business. That's their soul contract. It ain't mine. Okay, so there you are. Deb, I hope that helped. So yes, the answer is yes. We're going to somewhere very beautiful. We're going to somewhere very beautiful, and every day we're one step closer to that beauty. Just keep, as they say, hold the line. Just keep going. Keep focusing on what it is that you want. This beautiful thing that we're moving toward, and it's coming, and it's going to be here before we know it. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.